Hey, thank you again for coming to Talk with Tanya Tech 2 Thursday. We're wrapping up talking about rejection. We're talking about that a little bit this week. Finishing that up, just want to hone in on a couple of things. First of which, my husband brought out a good point when he said to me earlier that some people actually can be rejecting you on purpose. I said, you're right. Some people can be really hating on you. Some people can really just not like you. And that's their way of attempting to hurt your feelings, attempting to get you off your game. What will you do about that? What are you going to do when that actually happens? Because the reality is, yeah, it does. What are you going to do? How are you going to navigate? How are you going to continue to flow and not let it knock you off your game? All right? That's the main thing we got to really figure it out, because that's really where we get lost. That's really where we start questioning ourselves and trying to figure out, well, what's wrong with me? Why don't I fit in? Why don't they like me? All those different things. And the reality is, you got to keep moving forward. We talked about it a little bit on Tuesday when we told you you have to change your perspective so that you don't get lost in other people's perception. And with that, what I really want you to remember is you are what you think. And you are what you feel. And lastly, you are what you do. So if you're going to start thinking what they thinking and feeling how they feel about you, then guess what? That's what you're going to be doing. And if that's not what you want, if you don't want to be whatever it is that they're saying about you, then you got to keep moving. You got to keep pressing. Don't let anyone, and I do mean anyone or anybody, control you by taking that away from you. Because that's really what they're doing. They're taking away your ability to believe and think and be whatever you can imagine, whatever to be, because they're trying to inflict their thoughts and imaginings and all those things upon you. They're rejecting you, so they're objecting to what they see in you. And that's really what it is. Something in you they see, they're objecting to it, because what I found, truthfully what I found, honest to God, what I found is a lot of times that person is really rejecting what they see in themselves in you. They're rejecting that thing, they're rejecting that place, that person, that feeling, whatever it is, that could be coming up and rising to the surface. They're seeing it in you, and it's really coming from them, and they don't like it. So instead of admitting they don't like themselves, they just want to hurt you and don't like you. And that's not cool. That's not okay. But because of what it is we know that they're doing, don't fall for it. Don't get lost. Don't get swallowed up in it. Keep doing you. Make sure that at the end of the day, you come back. You navigate back. You get back to center. And you get back focused and navigating, going forward into what you are, what you're trying to do, and where you're trying to go. We talked about that, when we was talking about doing you. Same thing applies here. You got to have and know who you are. You got to find your fit. You got to make sure you fit you and nobody else. You can't be all these replicas, all of these, programs and, idolizations of this person and that person. You got to be you. And when you remember who you are, you won't care about what nobody else says and what they have to say about you. The hate and the rejection. It won't matter. All right? Remember that. Remember it and know it deep down in your heart. Until next time, we'll keep talking. Y'all keep listening. Thank you as always.